Okay, today we're going to review the difference between the Last of Us game and the TV show. I think that the TV show and both the game they have their positives and negatives, but I've heard like a majority of people they like the game better. But I think I started off like learning about Last of Us through the TV show, so I'll give you my perspectives on each of them as I first watched the TV show and now I have picked up the game. So I watched season one of the TV show and I just overall enjoyed it a lot, and that's what motivated me to play the game as well. And I think while the TV show offers the ability for people to watch the show and, you know, be like less focused on attention on like the attention of the characters, I think that the game allows you to be more immersed. However, with the TV show, you can also be more immersed by, having it be live action and seeing the characters' emotions more easily. And while the game does that phenomenally with its animation, I just think the live action captures that more. Another benefit with the live action is I think the humor in the story is better. I think the animators adapted it more, and also the TV show cuts out a lot of the filler that the game introduces. Like if you're walking through a forest in the game, they'll take that out. Some parts like if they're getting chased by a horde, um, they'll take that out as well. And it cuts things out, and I think it makes the game more. I think it makes more focus, and it can be fun because spend more time with the characters. But I think you just have to weigh out the options where the TV show you're able to just kind of turn your brain off and watch the show. Well, wait, did I say game? Or I meant TV show, but with the game you have to be more focused, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what sort of entertainment you want to consume. So I think an example where like the TV show outshines The Last of Us Part 1 is the most recent episode 2, where instead of getting right to the point with Joel and Tommy and like when they meet Abby, they also introduce like what's the town called? I don't know what the town is called, but you get a scene of like the horde coming through, and I just think it just adds so much more emotion and it's much more interesting to watch, even though it doesn't really add anything to the story, but it does like enhance it in a way. I don't even know what I'm saying, but on top of that, we can talk about how the game is very fun and the TV show is also fun. So yeah.